Good afternoon and welcome to the lunch prime time news on MTV Sports, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I'm Hizrina Hizbi, and in your latest headlines. Island-wide strike launched by health workers. OPD services not in operation. Assistance of armed forces obtained for hospital services. Court order bans protests from being held in the Chunnakam Police Division. And 38 people killed in fire in a dormitory in Noel People's home in central China. And now for the news in detail. Health employees at hospitals island-wide have commenced a strike action. The All Ceylon Health Services Union says that around 40,000 health employees will take part in the two-day strike action. President of the All Ceylon Health Services Union, Samantha Koralearachi, said that employees attached to 30 grades in the health sector will take part in the strike action. The strike action has caused a troublesome situation to patients who arrived at hospitals seeking treatment.
The All Ceylon Health Services Union says that it initiated the strike action citing 10 requests for which solutions have not been provided. The president of the ACHSU said that the strike action will take place across all hospitals in the island and assistance would be provided for emergency services if the need arises. This was the situation at the Kalabovila Teaching Hospital this morning.
Nevertheless, we are currently receiving the assistance of the Sri Lanka Army. We have received the first Army team to assist us. Also, all of us together with the doctors, nurses and other hospital staff are keeping the clinics functioning. We are issuing the required medication from the pharmacies. We are facing a situation at the outdoor patients department when issuing tokens. However, we intend on continuing the functions of the OPD the moment the members of the armed forces arrive. We have put a halt to normal surgeries at the moment. We only hope on carrying out emergency surgeries during the course of today and until this strike action concludes.
අපි කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
We requested from the Ministry of Health to provide us with a round of discussion in order to meet the request made by us. Rather than providing us with discussions, what they did was waste our time. At present, employees across all hospitals in the island have stepped away from their duties and joined with this strike action. We wish to tell the Ministry that no employee would engage in their services unless the salary anomalies and the 3,000 rupee benefit is provided.
This was the situation at the National Cancer Institute of Sri Lanka in Maharagama. Despite a strike action in effect, patients arriving at the National Hospital were not inconvenienced. Patients who arrived at the Colombo National Eye Hospital had to turn back with no medication.
I was called for a scan. I was admitted to the ward, but there is no response. It is not right to do this to people.
I have been here since 7 in the morning with no food or water.
We were given a day to get an X-ray, but we did not get it. We as patients are suffering a lot. Also in local news this afternoon, the Lanka Magistrates Court has issued an order banning all protests, processions and marches from taking place in the Chunnakam Police Division in Jaffna. Police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara, speaking to Newsfirst, said that the court order will be in effect for a period of 14 days starting today. ASP Ruwan Gunasekara further added that the court order was issued to the chairman of the Mahajana Balaya organisation, Murugan Kumaravel, banning the organisation from holding protests in the designated areas. Now the Ranbhoomi rally... The Ranbhoomi Rally for Unity, travelling across villages and cities, spreading the message of peace and coexistence, has arrived in Rambukkana. The Ranbhoomi Rally for Unity, which is organised by the MTV-MBC networks, Newsfirst, the National Youth Services Council and the Colombo Port City, will conclude its journey for the day in Mavanalla.
Amidst the blessings of the public, the Ranbhoomi rally arrived in Kalagedara, which is the 55th stop of the journey. Area residents, including school children, gathered in numbers to welcome the rally. A colourful event was also organised by locals to welcome the Ranbhoomi Rally for Unity. Subsequent to the religious leaders bestowing their blessings upon the Ranbhoomi rally, the people of Kalagedara then ceremonially etched their contribution to the special float of the rally. Bidding farewell to Kalagedara, the Ranbhoomi Rally for Unity then arrived in Rambukkana. The rally, the first of its kind in Sri Lanka, is aimed at building coexistence in the country. The rally was extended a warm welcome in Rambukkana.
The route of the rally for the day will see it make its stop in Mavanalla. Newsfirst Siddharth Kotian, who is travelling with a convoy, brings us the latest from the Ranbhoomi Rally for Unity.
As you can see behind me, events here in Rambukkana have kicked off, and the crowd is actually so dense that we're unable to get inside. We're on the periphery of the crowd at the moment, and that's very heartening to see that so many people have come out to join the Ranbhoomi Rally for Unity. It's day 19, so a lot of momentum has been built up for this national unity drive, highlighting the voices in this country who are tired of the old divisive politics that has been the predominant force in this country for so long. People here want to show that they are united and will care about issues other than caste and creed and religion. They're here to show in force that they are all Sri Lankan, and the voices that we have heard over the past 19 days have confirmed this with no doubt. For the Newsfirst team, day 19 here in Rambukkana, I'm Sid Kotian.
Brick by brick, our hearts become one, become a key stakeholder in national unity, a golden opportunity for schoolgoers. Join in the designing of the Unity Monument. Submit your design on an A4 sheet of paper before the 5th of June. Send in your submissions to Ranbhoomi Rally, MTV Channel Private Limited, 45/3, Braybrook Place, Colombo 2.
Welcome back. You're with the Lunch Prime Time News on MTV Sports. A forum on the topic social, economic and political effects through the 19th Amendment to the Constitution was held at the Sri Lanka Foundation Institute yesterday.
A panel of experts, including the Secretary of the Presidential Commission appointed to investigate the alleged misuse of public property, financial frauds at government institutions and also the abuse of state power, Leslie De Silva, were present for the discussion.
විද්වතුන් මැසිවිලු නැගුවත් මං හිතන්නේ ලංකාවේ ශිෂ්ට සම්පන්න සමාජයක්.
Even if experts raise complaints in this regard, I believe that the basic foundation to establish a civilized society within the country has been applied through the 19th Amendment. Through this, the President's role can be challenged in Supreme Court in a human rights case. Who would ever do this? As Sri Lankans, we should respect Maithripala Sirisena for being the first president in the country to let go of certain things rather than taking everything under his control. For instance, let's imagine that a judge is nominated by the Constitutional Council within 2 weeks. It says in this that if that recommendation is not responded to, that person nominated will automatically be appointed to that position. That is an extremely good situation. If you look into the conscience of every political party, then no one is opposed to the proposed electoral system. Citizens, please take this baton into your hands now.
කවුරුවත් විරුද්ධ නැහැ. පුරවැසියන් කරුණාකරලා මේ බැටන් එක ඔබේ අතට ගන්න.
Why choose politics?
Well, that's what I wanted actually. To be honest, I wanted to be the best lawyer in the country.
What have you done to uplift the standards of prisoners in Sri Lanka's prisons?
We've done a lot at the moment.
Some people say the most eligible bachelor in parliament. How true is that?
I don't know, I'm single, no?
Right.
I have no answer.
So how many proposals do you get every week? Do you get a lot?
Welcome back. The post-mortem into the bodies of the persons killed in the fire that broke out in a restaurant last afternoon will take place today. The bodies are currently at the morgue of the National Hospital in Colombo.
3 employees of the restaurant that caught fire at around 1 last afternoon in Maradana died after they were admitted to the National Hospital due to severe burn injuries. One of the deceased was 55-year-old Tunji Mohammad Abdul Latif from Hidayan Erawur. The other was 40-year-old Rensami Selvendran, a resident from Hatton. According to the police, the third victim was 66-year-old Sharifdeen Sheikh Mohideen, also from Erawur. The police added that the fire was a result of a gas leak. The fire also destroyed a car and a motorbike which were parked next to the restaurant. The damage caused by the fire is yet to be estimated.
Do you have an eye to spot the extraordinary? Is there a news value to what you see? How would you like to present what you see to the world through News First? Join the more than 20,000 strong network of News First U reporters. Visit www.ureport.lk. To stay up to date, like the official Facebook page at facebook.com/News First U Report. Call 0114 896 896. Brick by brick, our hearts become one. Run Bhumi, Rally for Unity. 26th May, 9 a.m. Kalagedara, 11 a.m. Rambukkana, 2 p.m. Mavanella. 27th May, 9 a.m. Gampula, 11 a.m. Navalapitiya, 2 p.m. Kinigathena. 28th May, 9 a.m. Hatton, 11 a.m. Nuwarelia, 2 p.m. Ballymadda. Join us now for the nation's biggest rally.
That's a wrap of Lunch Primetime News on MTV Sports. I'm Hizrina Hizbi for News First. Do stay tuned for our live at 55 early news updates, which will come your way from 1:55 onwards. Take care and have a pleasant day ahead.